50 of just 23 balls tells you the domination. The first 50 was a real struggle. Sri Lanka lost 5 wickets, but then that partnership.
Yeah, they've missed a trick here, Bangladesh, unfortunately. I don't think the right change at the right time. Shakib's really lacking confidence and just down a little bit because it's his first game back, but I believe he should have brought himself here at the end. Pace off the ball. And Rubo to continue. Change of ends.
Pereira is the man on strike. 6 balls in the Sri Lankan innings. And the first one slammed over extra cover. Good start to the over. It's a boundary. Always good to start off with a boundary.
Once again missing that length which Brett has been talking about. If it's a low full toss, it's difficult to dispatch. Giving the angle, getting underneath it to Sarah Pereira, right over that cover fielder.
This is how he brought up his 50. That was a beautiful shot. A big piece of that, and that was the next one.
That's one high. And oh, a bit of a juggle. And finally taken. Tamim Iqbal. That's the slower ball. That's the one you're talking about. Pace of the ball. But I think Tisara Pereira has definitely batted out of his skin. Outstanding knock. A real captain's innings.
Yeah, terrific innings. I just thought for a second there that I was wondering who was going to try and catch the ball, but Tamim Iqbal with a couple of little juggles. Number 20 on his back, he gets it in the end. But what a wonderful innings. Great performance. 58 off 37. It's 154 for 7.
Rodana crossed on that shot. He'll be on strike for the next 4 balls of this delivery. And slams it down towards long on. They'll want a second here. They're coming back for 2. Good running.
I'm just looking, it's about 107 runs, the 2 last 5 overs of each game against India. But this is the reason, well, there's a new batsman out there. Change of pace. A little slow ball off cutter into the deck. A nice catch in the end. Eventually.
It happens to be the highest score for a Sri Lankan number 7 or a lower batsman. That's how important that innings by Tisara Pereira. 58 of just 37 balls. 3 balls to go in the over. Another single. This should bring Akila Dhananjaya, left-hander.
The last 2 wickets have definitely stopped possibly the total from reaching 170. You never know with them 2 around, the way they were playing, it could have been a different story. So in that aspect, Bangladesh have done well. Yes, the last 4 overs or the last 5 overs have not been good from them in the other games. Shakib Al Hasan, why didn't he bowl the other 2? Always going to be a big question.
Well, we spoke about the other left-arm spinner who failed to reach the crease. 157 for 7, 2 balls to go. That's another single. I think the spinners will play a real role here for Sri Lanka. They got Anila Aponso in the side as a left-arm spinner. There is Jeevan Mendes who could bowl leg spin. Danushka Gunatilaka could turn his arm over.
You think if Avishka
He's good, he's quickish, uses the new ball well. But again, it depends as to how Sri Lanka would want to go. Dhananjay has been in the first 6. Here comes the last ball. Straight past the bowler. And it's 159 for 7, which means Bangladesh will have to go at 8 runs and over. This is a very fine performance by Sri Lanka, considering where they were. And the last 11 overs has given Sri Lanka 116 runs for the loss of just 2 wickets.
Well, they'll up at the scoreboard and wondering where it all went wrong. They had this in the bag. They had potentially getting them all out for 110, 120 runs maximum. Now they're staring at 160 to win. Some worrying signs there for Shakib. The last 5 overs in particular, they've gone the journey the last 2 times they've bowled against India and then here again tonight in this such an important knockout match, the quarter or semi-final. Confirmation there that Sri Lanka will require 8 runs and over, 160. It's a big total on what is not a great wicket to bat on.
Yeah, I do agree with you. 159 for 7 is an outstanding effort. I'm a big believer of momentum, Brett. But anyway, talking about momentum, let's see whom Russell Arnold has. We should go across and join him.
Medias and Miraj, 1 for 16, but he bowled out by the 12th over. A tale of 2 halves this innings.
Yeah, we did very well first over. Sakib Bhai and Mustafi's first 10 over we did very well, but last 10 overs we are not doing very well because Kushal and Pereira he did very well last 10 overs.
What about the pitch?
I think pitch is good, but sometimes little bit turning. So this is the where help for the spinner.
You bowled really well.
Thank you, thank you.
What did you do different to the other bowlers to be able to come out with such good figures?
Yeah, of course. I think this type of wicket, we just need to according to ball. So we just try to that type of ball.
160. Now how's it going to look when you go out with the bat?
Yeah, of course. I think this is exciting. This is fighting a score.
Well done today.
Thank you very much.
I couldn't have agreed more. Down the order, 58 of 37.
Well, the bowling looked good. The first 8 to 10 overs was outstanding. Shakib at the top there, 1 for 9 of just 2 overs. That's the over period that I'm looking at. 4.5 and over from the captain. Rebel went for 41 off his 4. Mahedi bowled very well. As mentioned, 1 for 16 off his 4. Tamara down the bottom there, 1 for 21 off 2. So they both worked very well in parts, certainly the first half of the game. And at the end is what we've seen recently. They've gone the journey again. Well, they got sent into bat, Sri Lanka, and it was a disastrous start. There was a couple of top edges at the top. A couple of nice shots that found the gap and pierced the infield. And then all of a sudden these wickets, they started to crumble. There was a bit of a hush go around the ground. Nice catch there. And they're on the board finally, Bangladesh. It's that belief. We've seen some terrific batting and also some terrific catching. He just thought at one stage there that they're going to get knocked out for about 110, 115 runs. This is the run out. Nice bit of work. Both infielder and bowler took out of most of the stumps. And another wicket. Great length. Beautiful length. A little bit of shape away and a little bit off the wicket as well. 5th wicket. That was the top edge. And that was at 41. The score on the board. And then the partnership. And Roshanu was the top of plays that they needed at the right time.
Yeah, magnificent. The captain leading from the front. And Kushal Pereira also in fine touch. This is the son of Jai Surya all over. And then